Hi, I'm author Mark Thomas Shaw, and along with my co-founder Clint Sabum here at Contemplative Light, we've put together 150 meditations from the world's mystics. Now, who are the mystics? Well, there's a story from the Sufi tradition that helps shed some light on this. Now, in the story, God is surrounded by all the souls that have ever been, and in his thundering voice, he asks this question: who here would have the fulfillment of all earthly desire and pleasure? And 9 out of 10 souls raise their hand, and God says, "It is granted unto you." And the souls depart. And then he asks the remaining souls, who here would avoid suffering and the fires of hell? And again, about 9 out of 10 souls raise their hand, and God says, "It is granted unto you." And then the souls depart, and God asks the rest, who here would dwell in the highest heaven, such as never been described among men? And again, 9 out of 10 raise their hand, and God says, "It is granted unto you." And those souls depart. And then finally God approaches this small handful of remaining souls and asks them, "What would you have?" And the souls bow and reply humbly, "We would have you." And God responds, "It is granted unto you." And this handful of souls are the world's mystics, who weren't satisfied with pleasure or escape or the promise of a beautiful afterlife, but were hungry for God himself, for God only. And it's this group of souls that have opened themselves to the divine union, and they speak through these pages. These are their insights, and we wanted to offer these as a way for those we serve to engage in a kind of Lectio Divina, or divine reading, maybe by itself as a devotional or as a transition into the contemplative practice. And this is slow reading. It's meditative reading. It's where we ingest the words, savor the words, reflect on the words. And we wanted to keep it as simple as possible and left out any commentary, so the reader can have this direct encounter with these meditations. And one of the biggest obstacles we've encountered as teachers of contemplative practices, even after people start and get committed to a practice, is this process of transitioning into the contemplative space, of moving from everyday consciousness into the contemplative mode and resting in the divine presence. And we found these sayings of the world's mystics to be of tremendous benefit here. It's this language that points beyond itself into the divine silence. And it's here we make room for the transformation on the level of our inmost being. And as I wrote in the introduction, may the words in these pages burn within you until the truth alone remains.